Salve, Legate. How can I help you? Why do we ever do the things we do? For the glory and security of Rome. What else? They are under pressure from constant raids by the Germanic tribes east of the river Rhenus. In Latium, they see a land of plenty, far removed from their even more barbaric enemy. It was only a matter of time before they decided to leave their own lands and seek to take ours. But they made a mistake by trying to assassinate a high-ranking official such as you. Our vengeance will be terrible and swift. I have nothing but confidence in your abilities, Legate. It's just that this is the first time we're fighting against an organized enemy such as Gallia. We should not take any risk. We need our best commanders in the field, don't we? Humor is the signifier of a brilliant mind, they say. We're lucky to have you on our side. Salve, Legate.
You took my bait.
I'm circling around.
Almost at the end of this, it seems.
Underestimate our resolve. Cut them down for the glory of Rome!
Go on, hit me again. See what happens. Saw that coming from a mile away.
I'll win this resisted. They'll never see me circling around. If it means you can fight again.
My good man, you look like a person of fine taste. Are you interested in partaking in a small experiment? I am a chef by trade. I am so skilled at the art of cooking that others will pay me for the food I make. Of course, there is always room for improvement. I like nothing more than to experiment and create new dishes to delight my customers. I'm looking for someone brave enough to try my latest dish. What say you? I will not lie. That is a great shame. But I will also not turn down an offer of denarii.
Were you in both Greece and Africa as well?
I sat Africa out. I really wanted to join up and avenge Lucullus. But my wife had just given birth and the farm was doing well. You know how it is.
The only thing you missed out on was terrible sunburn and lots of sand in your underwear. But at least the pay was good.
What is that, Bestia?
This is Monster, my Discipulus.
You've been carrying around a kitten.
For now, but she will grow up and I will train her.
We cannot look after a cat during combat.
Monster is no ordinary cat. She needs no care. She only needs training. When she's ready, she will be free to leave. All is well, I hope. During the Grand Championship, I had to fight a giant Samnite. He was the most skillful opponent I had ever encountered, and he was easily twice my size. Do you know how I defeated him? Quite the opposite. I allied with him against an Egyptian gladiator who was also in the arena fighting for the title. I told the Samnite that the Egyptian called his mother a whore. He looked like the kind of guy who would call someone's mother a whore. Now understand that the Samnite was going to kill the Egyptian anyway. Eventually, I just changed his priorities. Together we fought and killed the Egyptian. When the Samnite's guard was down and he was celebrating his kill with me, I swung my axe and severed his head. It was. Back then I wasn't trying to be a good man. My point is this. You might be the Samnite and Lurko is like me. You will fight together, and when you least expect it, he will kill you. Do not let your guard down. Good. I did not. I have met a few gladiators from Gallia, though. They are not to be taken lightly. I do not like their land, I must say. Too many forests and hills. Hard to spot an enemy marching towards you. We need to be careful here. Sometimes I think about that night. I still do not know why she would run from me. It doesn't make any sense. But I don't want to talk about this. Thank you.
Hey, Sunshine. He got himself declared dictator, and now he's on a mission to avenge the innocent, helpless, yet honorable citizens of Rome. He will conquer Gallia, make the barbarians pay for the things they did, and return home to be hailed as a hero of the people. You are a loose end, the final annoying wrinkle in his plan. And people die in wars, you know? I grew up with stories of Gallia and its savage warriors, of their irresistible ruggedness and, so romantic, barbaric ways. My mother had an affair with a Gallic gladiator, and as usual, she was full of shit. I've never been to Gallia before, but after everything I've been through, I don't think I can be disappointed. Listen, I would never have won my freedom without Cicero's help, and Cicero would never have helped me if not for you. There's no place I'd rather be right now than by your side, helping to keep you alive.
Thank you for sending me those schematics.
Hercules, I forgot about the
A
cats.
list of materials.
How
needed.
can they still
Whenever
be
you
here?
have a moment to go
I
over
believe
it.
the priestess of Ubast has placed her curse on our Legatus. It seems to have followed us to Gaul.
I should have brought along my dog.
Awe Legate, what strange and impractical weapon do you want me to forge today?
Owe, Legate. Would you and your Praetorian guards spar with my contubernium? It would be an honor.
I'm honored that you ask, but teaching suits me well. There's nothing quite so satisfying as to take wide-eyed young men and turn them into soldiers of Rome. In Rome, I am a teacher of children. Noisy little rascals with no respect for their elders. The soldiers I teach here look up to me and listen carefully because they know their lives depend on what I have to tell them.
You heard what happened to Belisarius?
That he was drunk on drink and fell off the wall and broke something.
His leg. What an idiot. I hope they reassign him to Ferrata for this. He'd be right at home over there.
Legati! I have come to challenge you. Fight me, if you dare. My name is Yurka. I am from the place you call Britannia. Your reputation as a warrior precedes you. I wish to test its veracity. A king by the name of Cartirix has built a great fighting ring in the mountains. It is called the Arena of the Three, as it was built to honor Azus, Tyrannus, and Tutatis. It is a holy place. A place for warriors to meet and fight under the blessing of the gods. You think yourself a warrior? Prove it, in front of all the tribes of Gallia. Huh. Then you have more courage than I expected. Very good. Find Cartirix at the arena when you get there. I'll see you soon, Legati.
Took a big hit on the side of my head when we took Alexandria. A helmet saved me, but my hearing's never been the same.
I feel you. This
all quiet.
Berber guy caught me square in the shoulder with a club. Now I can't raise my arm above my head.
I got this limp from Greece. Got pushed off a siege ladder at Colcaerdon.
See this tooth I'm missing? Scrawny little girl smashed a jug on my face in Memphis for grabbing her ass.
I was hoping you would come over. It's war of fools, I think. Your countrymen are fools to believe Lurkel's lies. The Gauls are fools to stand against us. And we are fools for getting caught up in it. You got me out of a very dark place. Now I am here to do the same for you.
Oh, hey, Legate.
Domine. They wouldn't. Under the rule of Vercingetorix, Gallia was said to be a true opponent for Rome. They were quite safe in their current position. An attack like this doesn't make any tactical sense at all. My guess is there's someone else behind this. Either that or the entirety of Gallia has spontaneously lost their minds. Most Romans think of Gallia as a land of unrefined barbarians. Not many things could be further from the truth. Gallia is home to some of the fiercest warriors you can find outside of the Republic. It has always been a land fractured between countless tribes and chieftains, but it seems that a king, called Vercingetorix, has recently united them. Who knows? Unity and peace, we should hope, but conquest and expansion is a more probable cause. I am an old man. My mind may still be sharp, but my limbs are tired. When you're close to the end of your years, you think much about the past, you know. All of the hearts you have broken, all of the people you have wronged, and all the chances you had for redemption but which you refuse to take. If there's one piece of advice I can give you, it would be this. Don't be like me. Then be like me in the way that you see me, and not in the way that I see myself.
Our initial position here is not favorable, but we must endure. We're fighting on foreign land against highly skilled warriors who know the terrain inside out. Despite that, we have made a good start. But as usual, some situations will need your personal attention. You will need to take care of whatever problems arise. Indeed, as usual, it is best not to underestimate the Gauls. They may be barbarians, but they are formidable warriors. They are also well-armed and cunning. A land we conquer can quickly turn into a breeding ground for a rebellion if we fail to pay attention. Gallia is an interesting place, full of weird gods and a multitude of tribes. It's best to be on our toes. I know, and I wish we had good relationships with all Gallic tribes. Unfortunately, we are not well liked here. We may be able to use the feuds between these tribes to our advantage, but some will always resist civilization with all the cunning and trickery of the barbarian. It's a strange kind of situation, I admit. These tasks are not important enough to warrant your personal attention, yet they do demand to be, well, taken seriously. Of course, Legate. It is best to react to these situations as soon as possible. Legio Victrix is fighting on two fronts now. We can't afford any distractions. Our way, Legate.